Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl CC and I'm back with another episode of Let's Talk USC Women's Basketball. And today I'm going to be going over Kiki Iriafen's first game in the W. And I'm going to be going over how USC has helped her develop so her game translates well into the WNBA playing for the Washington Mystics. People often wonder what sets the WNBA apart from college basketball. And the key difference to me is the pace of play and the physicality of the game. The WNBA is faster, more physical, and more efficient. Players are a lot stronger, a lot quicker, and more skilled. And the shot clock is 24 seconds in the WNBA compared to 30 seconds in college. The shorter shot clock emphasizes spacing and offensive flow. So that means that a lot of teams are using 5-out or 4-out, 1-in formations. So how does USC prepare its players for the WNBA? Today, that's what I'm going to focus on, guys. I'm going to focus on how Kiki's game has evolved for the professional level because USC runs a pro-style offense built on reading and reacting to what the defense is doing. This approach helps players develop crucial skills like court vision, spacing, and off-the-ball movement, all essential for the success in the WNBA. Kiki, in particular, has thrived both playing back to the basket and face up. The spacing and quick pace at USC, because you know they like to play with pace. They like to go. It's been vital for Kiki's offensive development, alongside learning how to execute an effective pick and roll and becoming more versatile. So most of the time, college offenses that promote creativity within a structured like format often translate well to the WNBA. And this is something Coach G often talks about, and this is what she teaches. She teaches her players to be ready for the pro level by instilling the offensive formations and structures that she does. So I'm going to get into that now. I'm going to go over some stats, and we're going to get into some film breakdown, and I'm going to run through some USC stuff and then show you how Washington Mystics is comparable to what USC was doing. So let's get into it. Okay, when you look at Kiki's stats, the one thing that was a positive for me was that she played 16 minutes and grabbed 5 rebounds. And you all know what a relentless rebounder she was for SC. And it stood out here. She played 16 minutes and got 5 rebounds. Here, the largest number of rebounds was by Stephanie. She played 23 minutes. So she played a lot more minutes than Kiki did and got 7 rebounds, only 2 more. So that stood out to me. She's going to be a great rebounder in the W. And let me see, she was 2 offensive and 3 defensive rebounds. So that really stood out to me. She had 4 turnovers, so she's got to fix that. And that's just about understanding the W and understanding the pace and the flow of the game. And then she had a total of 7 points. So nothing too glaring, but really impressed with her rebounding effort for the first game in the W. And as she gets more acclimated to the W, you're going to see all these other stats get better and better. She just has to get comfortable. She's with new teammates. They have to create chemistry and so on and so forth. So that's just it for the stat review. I don't want to go over too much. There were a lot of turnovers. Oh, they had 22 turnovers. Just 22 turnovers. You could tell that's just a chemistry issue. So yeah, let's get into some film breakdown. Okay, guys, now these are just some highlights from USC over the playoff period, and I just wanted to show you how pace of play and spacing and the formations will translate to the WNBA. So oftentimes a lot of people were asking what kind of offense is USC running? They stand around a lot and so on and so forth. No, they're not standing around. They're just playing to the defense. They're allowing what the defense gives them, and sometimes Lindsay would call plays that were more structured. But for the most part, their offense was to get out and run. And then when they wouldn't get out and run, they would go into a flow, which would be a shapes and read style type of offense. So read and react pro style offense. So here you go right here. And here you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got Kiki up high and Rhea down low, but the spacing is pretty wide. And then what's going to happen is boom. This is just going to be a 2-man game. These guys are standing in their spot, and they're watching these two play a 2-man game with a pick and roll where Kiki's going to set screens, and then she's going to come back around, and they're going to do a pick and roll. They are in their spots, right? Just kind of watching. Boom, screen there, thump, pick and roll. You see that right there? It was a pick and roll. Back to Kiki. Kiki shoots that shot, makes it. And that's typical. That is a typical pro style offense, as you'll see when you watch Washington Mystics footage that I show you. It's a lot of spacing, a lot of reacting, a lot of reading the defense, and just trying to make plays, really. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? They're doing a 4 out, 1 in right now. So this is a 4 out, 1 in with Kiki on top, right? So the spacing is wide. K9 needs to be out a little bit more, but as you can see there, right? She's going to get the ball, just shoot it, right? Face up. Now here you got, again, 4 out, 1 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out, 1 in. Kiki's going to get this ball right here. She's going to turn around and she's just going to shoot this face up. She's just she's just taking what the defense is getting her. But the spacing here is, as you'll see in the W, is the same. These guys need to be a little bit wider though. But as you'll see when I show you that Washington Mystics footage, it's the same. This is a 4 out, 1 in. And here you go. Kiki's going to get this ball. She's going to face up. She's going to take what the defense gives her, and she just makes a shot. You got Rhea and Kiki starting in the low block, right? But what's going to happen is Rhea's going to come up to this position here, and Kiki's going to go out, which turns it into a 4 out, 1 in for spacing purposes, right? So watch here. Rhea comes up. Kiki goes out. You see that? Now, Rhea's going to get the ball, right? And she's going to see Kiki wide open right here on the baseline. So she's going to get it right to her. 4 out, 1 in. 4 out, 1 in. Rhea's the 1 in, right? Boom. Look it. Wide open. She throws her the ball. The spacing is where it needs to be. And Kiki's going to shoot that shot right there. She's going to shoot that shot. Boom. And she's going to make it. So excuse me, again, just a pro style read and react type offense. And here you go. Now, you're gonna have Kennedy right here set this pick. This is on against UConn. Kennedy's gonna go set this pick right here, and Kiki's just gonna come right around here and get the ball and shoot that layup, right? Reading the defense and giving her what the defense is giving her off the pick. Boom, right there, gets the ball, boom. So, guys, this is just some of the stuff that USC was running as far as pro style. A lot of it, like I said, I could find types of footage, but a lot of it is spacing and pace of play. I didn't show a lot of pace of play where they rim run and so on and so forth, but they want to get the ball out and go, which is when you watch the W, a lot of the teams in W like to get out and go. So now I'm just going to show you how it translated to Washington, and some of the offensive sets that I saw look familiar to me when watching Washington yesterday play. Okay, so now I'm going to go over some of the Mystics footage so you can see the spacing, some of the sets that they run, but mainly I want you to look at Kiki and how what she did at USC is translating already to the W as far as her development and the offensive sets that Washington runs, and the spacing is what I want you guys to pay attention to. So here we go. Kiki gets the ball right here, out of bounds play. Now she gets it to Sugg Sutton. Now look at, here's the spacing, right? You got 4 out, 1 in. 4 out, 1 in, right? The difference I saw that I want to say with USC and the Mystics in their 4 out, 1 in, these guys are fine, right? In there where they're at as far as where their spacing is. The two guards are up further. And that's why I would always say when SC was running offense that the guards need to be out more. They need to be out more to create more space and more open, like an openness. A lot of the times the guards would be at the 3-point line where the defenders are when they should be above the 3-point line, just to create a little bit more space. And hopefully Lindsay will get that fixed this year. But here we go. As you see the spacing now, see, she's just going to pop out here. Boom, she pops out. Now there again is a space, right? Now they're in a 5 out, right? The middle's wide open. So Sugg has many opportunities. She can create her own offense and go ISO. She can go here. But what she does is she drives the ball a little bit. Boom. just enough to get Kiki open, right? Boom. But Kiki missed that shot, but it was an excellent play. Again, I'm just showing you guys the spacing and the pace and the sets so you can see how alike it was to what USC was teaching within their offense and how this has helped Kiki be able to read the floor. Okay, so here we have another offensive set. Now here we have, again, look at the spacing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kiki's actually going to be playing out here, and Precto is going to be playing the in. So you're going to have a 4 out, 1 in again with Precto, and you see what happens here. Okay, she hands the ball off. Precto's going to come up. Precto's going to come up, right? So here's a play. Precto comes up. She's still in the 1 position, right? As far as 4 out, 1 in. Kiki's outside. She's moving outside here. And then what's going to happen is this player, when Precto comes up, this player over here is going to shift down. And then they're going to do a handoff, and she's going to come to the, not a handoff, but you're going to see she's going to come around this player here. And the only reason why I wanted to show you this was I wanted to point out how Kiki is watching what's going on. She's looking at the defense and she's watching what the offense is doing. And what the offense is doing is predicated on what she's going to do next, right? So what happens is she's going to watch right here. Now, she's going to come around here. Boom, just like I said. Kiki's right there, creating space. Look at the other player right here, creating space. Look at, again, this guard is not at the 3-point line. She is above the 3-point line, right? Creating more space, right? So here we go. Now Kiki's reading this whole time. She's reading. She's reading. This player's going to come up for a handoff. Now Kiki shifts up a little bit. Now she's wondering what this player is going to do because she can go inside and post, or she can cut, right? That's the next move, right? Kiki can cut right here, and this player can hit her, or this player is going to drive. So Kiki has to wait and see what this player is going to do. It's all about reading and reacting, right? Basketball IQ, some of the things that Lindsay teaches a lot, right? So here she goes. Boom. Now she's waiting. She's watching the player. She was going to go, but then she didn't because she saw that player's coming in, right? So she comes here, boom, and she just stops, goes in for the rebound. The player makes it. But again, just showing you the space and the pace and the different movements that Kiki has to pay attention to, some of the stuff that she learned at USC when reading and reacting to the defense. Okay, you're going to see this next chain of events occur here. Here comes Kiki. She's coming down. She's going to set a screen, right? She sets that pick. Now again, she's playing the 3. She's not going to be coming inside. She's going to go outside, right? So you see right here, you have 1, 2, she's playing the 3, then you have 4, and you have 5, right? This is the 5. So 4 out, 1 in, 4 out, 1 in, right? Again, so she's reading the offense, right? There she is down there. As you can see, she's right there. Precto gets it. Now remember, every time Precto comes up, she goes out. Precto comes in. Now, this player right here is going to go set this pick right here, and then she's going to come back around. And then this player, once she sets the pick, she's going to circle back around here. You can see, boom. Now she's going to circle back around. This player gets the ball, right? She gets the ball. Now where's Kiki? Kiki's over here. This player is over here. She's directing traffic. That's Sug Sutton. She's directing traffic. She's now playing down low, right? You still have 4 out, 1 in, though. It's 4 out, 1 in. There's Kiki right there. Precto setting that pick. Now she's going to automatically roll. So Precto rolled, right? Pro style, she rolls. She's going to get her the ball. Now Kiki's watching. She's paying attention to what the defense is doing and what the offense is doing. As soon as she gets the ball, Precto's going to come over here. Kiki's going to read that, and she's going to post up. So you see she gets the ball. Now she immediately goes in. You see she's open. She's open over here. Wide open, right? There's no help there. If she comes this way, yeah, she's going to be caught. But she does the right thing. Jab step. She gets a call foul. But again, that she was taught that at SC, right? She was taught reading the defense and giving what the defense, taking what the defense gives you. So just another good play by Kiki. Okay, now here's a play where Kiki got an offensive rebound, and I thought it was a great play by Kiki because she just outwitted the defense. Right? This should never happen. Now, as you see here, she's behind the defense. The defense, they're just out of position. And she comes up and she fights for this rebound because there's no positioning. And then, of course, she throws Sophie Cunningham to the ground saying, hey, I'm here and I'm not scared of you, which I thought was really, really good. So, yeah, just wanted to show you that. And then here's another time where she did an offensive rebound. Look at where is she? She's right here? Yeah, that's her right there. She's right here. Right? Now she's going to come across. She's going to come across here. Now she's way out here. And she goes up and she gets positioning. She goes back in. She gets positioning. And she gets this rebound. Boom. She fights for it. She fights for it. She gets it and throws it out. So just, can't say enough about her skill set and her development at SC, being able to understand positioning and understand where to go to get the ball and being aggressive on the offensive side of the ball in order to get those rebounds. Okay, now here's a good offensive play where, again, Kiki had to read the floor. So she's going to get this ball and she's going to be at the top of the key with it, right? She's going to be playing a little point guard right now. So she gets the ball. Right? Now she's reading, she's gonna dribble, right? Now look she reverses and she sees this part is wide open right here. Wide open. So she reverses, knocks her off her feet. Boom, she's gone. Kiki's gone. Straight to the hole. This player right here, defensive player, knows that. She's coming in, which leaves this player wide open. Kiki reads it perfectly, gets her the ball, and she misses it. She drops it. Boom. But now look, I'm gonna emphasize this again. What she learned at SC was how to read the floor. That was the most important thing, and pace, and understanding how to guard on a perimeter, guarding 1 through 4, and understanding when's a good time to take your shot, when's a good time to pass the ball. I'm not saying that she wasn't developed at Stanford. All I'm saying is Stanford ran a more structured offense where she played the 4 and the 5. She didn't play a lot on a perimeter. She didn't have the freedom that she had at SC to understand and play off of her players and so on and so forth, which was a challenge for her. As she said many times, it was a challenge for her to learn that kind of stuff. But she did it within a year, and you see it's translating in the W already. Okay, here we have another USC-like play. Pro style, USC-like. So here we have the floor is spread, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 out, 1 in. Stephanie Dolson is playing outside as a big, right? As a big, playing outside. So you have 4 out, 1 in. And here, what's going to happen is Kiki's going to end up getting the ball here. And I want to show you what I think she should have done and what she didn't do. Now, she gets the ball right here, right? Now, Citron is going to be late. Citron needs to just go because she needs to go. She waits. She kind of slows down. Like, she needs to run harder. So if she would have faked that pick harder and gone, she would have been Kiki would have been able to hit her quickly. Now, the other thing I will tell you is that Kiki needs to square up here. She's not completely squared up to the basket because I think that she can beat Boston. Boston is not that fast, right? She's kind of slow-footed. So if she would square up and would have jabbed and took her, she would have had a left-handed layup easy. Because this person right here, Cunningham, if she would have went over, it would have been too late. She would have fouled her. But it all started with Citron. Citron had to make this go, and she needed to be quicker. Her cut needed to be. Once she passed that ball to Kiki, she should have been gone. She should have been gone. Fake that pick there, or set a light pick and then go and then cut to the basket. So she needs to work on that. Right? She's still open though. Now here's why I said Kiki. She needs to square up. Square up. She's still not square. Right? She's not square. See how her feet are? She needs to square up and then jab to the right and take her to the left. She would have had that easy, right? So Citron goes through, boom. She keeps coming through right here. Citron comes through now. She's going to set that pick. Kiki, now, same thing that we used to do at SC, right? Set the pick. She hands the ball off to the guard, set the pick, and roll. Same type of offense between her and Juju, or sometimes it'd be Rhea and Juju, but it was the same type of offense, right? These two would be out here, be a 2-man game, Rhea or Kiki would have the ball, they'd hand it off to the guard and they'd go. They'd roll. Same thing. Same thing, guys. Same thing. As a matter of fact, the SC play, rewind it, just between her and Juju doing that, except Kiki doesn't go all the way down. Kiki stops right here. Juju gets the ball and she hits that mid-range. Same offense. Same offense, right? It's about spacing and it's pro style. Same thing. Okay, now the next play I'm going to show you, same play that USC runs. Same exact play, right? Pro style, read and react, isolation on Kiki. As a matter of fact, rewind again because I included it in the play package for SC. Watch what happens here. Sugg Sutton comes down with the ball, right? You have two guards right here, or a guard and a forward, I should say. Look, Kiki gets the ball right there. You have the two guards right, two players right here, and you have two players over here. Go watch the SC play. This is where Kiki waves off the two SC players. Here she's waving off the two Indiana players, saying, get out my way. I want to do ISO on Boston, and I want to shoot my little fadeaway. Same exact play. Same exact play. She developed that at SC. She developed that go-to at SC because of spacing and understanding how to read the defense and then telling her players what she wanted to do. She wanted the ball. She had Boston one-on-one. She knew she could take her either to the hole or shoot that little mid-range. She missed it though, but I'm just trying to show you how her game at SC is translating over to the W. So here we go. She's going to get it right here. She gets it. Let's go, players. Move, move. Now she gets the ball, right? Now look, move. She tells him to move. Suggs shifts up. She goes through just like the SC play, or almost like it, right? It's so USC-like. Then she's going to come around. She's going to do the same thing. She's going to boom, boom. Then she's going to turn, boom, shoot that fadeaway jumper. She missed it. But guys, what'd I tell you? The development at SC translates over to the W. The offense that Lindsay has these guys run translates to the W. I'll say it over and over and over again, especially for all you guys that complain that SC doesn't have the type of offense. It's just because it's not the type of offense that you're used to seeing. It's not the structured, same old college offense where players have certain spots that they got to go to, and that's it. No. Lindsay runs a pro-style offense, and it looks difficult sometimes because her players don't have the IQ that they need to develop while learning the offense. That's the difference. Last things that I want to show you is that the other thing that Kiki developed was how to play perimeter defense. At Stanford, the only defense that she would play would be the 4 and the 5. She was never asked to go out on the perimeter and guard anybody. She developed this at SC. So if you want to learn how to play perimeter defense, what you're going to have to do in the W, especially since so many bigs come out and shoot three now, you have to learn how to guard the perimeter, and you have to learn how to switch, and you have to learn how to do help side. There's so many things that you have to learn how to do now, which Beth Burns teaches. So here she's guarding a guard on the outside, right, of the perimeter, something that she would have never done at Stanford. So here she is, and I'm not saying that this is the best defense, but I'm just saying that she developed this skill at SC on how to guard the perimeter. Okay, now this next play is going to be an ISO play for Kiki, where she's going to get the ball on the block, and she's going to step out, and then she's going to take her to the hole. So this is something that she did at SC as well that she learned, right? So she gets the ball here. She's gonna face up, pivot. She's gonna reverse pivot, face up, boom, take her right to the bucket. So guys, I'm just showing you how it translates, how what she learned at SC translates to the W. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that she didn't learn a lot at Stanford. I'm sure she did. But in the year that she was at SC, she learned and developed a lot when it comes to having to take her game to the next level in the W. Hey, y'all, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my film breakdown, and just showing you some of USC's game film and then comparing it to Washington Mystics game film can help you understand the development that Kiki has gotten while attending USC. Not saying, again, that she didn't develop at Stanford, but I'm saying as far as pro style and pro-like attributes, she did get developed at SC to run offensive more effectively like they do in the W, the spacing, the pace of play, the basketball IQ, the understanding how to play off your teammates and players. I just showed you the offensive side of the ball. I showed you one defensive play. I do plan on doing more defensive breakdown so you can see how Beth Burns' system translates to the W as well. But I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more. I do plan on doing one on Rhea. Hey, fight on. Peace out.